Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server with our Stalker, Tiger Shrike, who's a level 29, 172,000 XP to go to get to level 30, and we are working on the Uberman story. And Laurie Pennington, our contact, says whoever Uberman is, whenever he's from, our inside informant, has given us a good shot at catching him. Apparently, the Council has been stockpiling parts for a time machine to send Uberman back to the past. I still don't know if I believe that Wolfgang Uberman is a time traveler from the Second World War, but we should stop the construction of that device. We can't take the chance that it might work, and I agree. So we're going to go to Atlas Park, and we are going to stop the time machine from being built. Going this way. To the train station. It is March 31st when I'm filming this, so that tells you how long it's been since I filmed it before uploading. And tomorrow, of course, is April 1st, which is April Fool's Day. And lots of people like to do jokes. And so on the Homecoming server, they made a patch note saying they were going to patch in little children to follow you around. So it could be like take a child to work day. And there were a number of people who on my supergroup seemed to think that this was actually real. The one guy was like, I logged in before, I didn't notice it. And what do I have a tell here? Verbal abuse. What the heck? I think that is someone to ignore. Let's see, can we grab this? Ignore him. Goodbye. Okay. We are not on this server to join groups, and certainly not to join pickup groups that are trying to get fast XP. We are on this server to solo the game and to enjoy the experience and do a let's play. Oh, come on. Up. Alright, fine. Maybe for level 30 I should get super jump and just be done with it. I really don't want to on this character because I don't want every character to be the same. But I've always hated the fact that super speed can't go up. They really did make having super speed be miserable in a lot of the zones. Just because you can't get up and you have to go way around, detour, to get anywhere, and it's really annoying. And especially annoying when you've had super jump a lot or flight and been able to completely ignore that. Okay, so that's one guy, two guys down, one to go. So we need to find 5 parts of the time machine. That means we don't necessarily have to kill everybody in this mission. Maybe. So let's see if we can find the parts and see what happens in terms of whether we still have to come back and kill everybody, or whether we can just find the parts. I hear a glowy. That's right there. Okay, so we're gonna have to kill these guys. Mech Man first. With build up. Wow, even in Orange Com we can't take him out with build up. That's because of all that resistance. And then we search. And we have 4 parts left. So, if it's just parts, Uberman is probably not in here. Okay, well we're going to have to fight these guys, because again, there's a part right there to secure. Oh my gosh, the missing is what kills me. More than anything else with the +2s and +3s is the missing. And realistically, we should have a better accuracy to try and operate at this super high level, but it's just too easy to do the lower level stuff with this character. Okay, let's see. There's one, and we can do that nice and clean. Don't even have to kill anybody. Got a clue. And the clue says... So these are orders to take the parts collected to Portal Corporation Labs, and from the look of things, Uberman is almost ready to attempt his time travel. Did I get stuck? I got stuck somehow. Okay. I hear another glowy, so we gotta go upstairs. Okay. There it is. So we're going to fight these guys. And we're probably going to have to fight the guys on the other side of the wall too. Around the corner. So yeah, I have a, as I've told you guys before in earlier episodes, I'm playing D&D and I'm DMing. And we've had our first session, and our next session is in a couple days. And one of my oldest, pretty much my oldest and dearest friend is one of the players. And he's been dying to play D&D for like a couple of years now. He's a big fan of the YouTube show Critical Role, and he loves it, and it's really given him the urge to play some D&D, and he's been dying to play, and we finally got this group together, and we played our first session, and he really loved it. And it was really funny because we're doing it every other week because we're adults, and we have other lives and other things to do, and two of them have kids, and so we really can't do it every week. And for me, as I'm not necessarily a new DM, but somebody who's just started DMing again, so there's nothing here. I don't feel comfortable committing to doing it every week just because it takes time to build adventures. It takes time to develop storylines and make up NPCs and do the world building. And although I have gotten a lot of good work done, and I'm out ahead of them, I think, by a number of play sessions. Oh, there's the thing. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it every single week just yet, and so we're doing it every other week. And we found a recipe, orange, and this is a defense set, so we don't need that. So anyway, we've been playing every other week, and so it'll be 2 weeks in a few days. And we're supposed to play again on April 4th, and that's the date we set back in March, earlier in March when we did the first session. And so this friend of mine contacted me last week, and he said, "Are we playing tomorrow?" And this was like Thursday. I'm like, "Dude, we don't play on Fridays. We play on Saturdays." He forgot what day it was. He's just so excited to play. He wanted to play, like, even before the first week was up, let alone when the second week was up, which is coming up in a few days. So I'm trying to figure out an April Fool I can play on him, and I just feel like it would be so cruel to do something like, say, we're going to have to postpone it till next week, because he'd be so disappointed. So I got to find some way to do an April Fool with him without being mean about it. Alright, she says, "You prevented the council from constructing that crazy time machine, but there's one last thing to do. You've got to capture Uberman and put an end to this. If he does have a way back to the 1940s with enough information to change history, then he has to be stopped. The center has had more than half a century to plot out exactly how his younger self can wrest control of the world from his masters. I don't even want to think about what will happen if Uberman succeeds." Right, so this is our clue chain. And so, the orders you found in that council base told us exactly where to find Wolfgang Ubelmann. Now you must catch him. According to these orders, the council plans to modify machinery at Portal Corporation, so go stop him. Okay. And Portal Corp is in Paragon Island, so I don't know what they're doing here in Atlas Park. Obviously, they can't send a character of this level to Paragon Island, so they're just sort of fudging it a little bit, I guess. And I missed. I always miss. I suck at jumping without super jump. Okay. So, we go to this lab, and we capture Ubelmann. And that should be the end of this story arc. So defeat Ubelmann and his guards. So we're going to take out everybody here, I guess, guys. Because this may be a defeat all, I don't know. And since they're pretty high level, it'll be worthwhile doing. And we got to save the lab, so let's go ahead and do it. So there's, let's see, back to super speed. There's nothing here. And there's stuff these other two ways. So this is an elevator. Okay. But we gotta go back because we gotta look at the rest of this level. Now, of course, if you want to beeline through it, it goes without saying that Ubelmann will be on the last level. What "and his guards" means varies from mission to mission. It usually means either the guy's on the level where the guy you're supposed to capture is, or the guy's in the room where he is, or in something in between the level and the room, depending on what we're talking about. You know, whether you're in a warehouse, which doesn't have levels, or whether you're on one of these things that has multiple levels. Depending on how big the map is, exactly what they've defined as "and his guards" can vary from mission to mission and story arc to story arc. Okay, so this level is basically empty except for the elevator. And let's see. So we're going to go ahead and assassinate this thing because it takes the longest to take out, and at least the Assassin's Blade gives us, or Assassin's Claw gives us a really good lead. And then we just pound these guys. And eviscerate. Bam. Oh, another miss. Okay. Well, there's a kidnapped victim here, you see, so that has something to do with what's going on too. This is why we don't want to just run to the end, because we may have to save them. I don't know. I mean, we certainly should save them as superheroes, right? But I don't know if the mission's going to require it or not. Two galaxies. Okay, well, let's go take them out. This is going to aggro the guys over there, but that's alright. They're orange, not red, so we should be fine. Even if they were red, we'd probably be fine. Yes, I know I've aggroed you. So there's nothing in there. We didn't really get any clues from her either. You can see that even on +2, for the most part, we only need to just hit reconstruction, and by the time we need it again, it has recharged. And I really suspect that unless we're fighting like multiple lieutenants or a boss and a lieutenant or something along those lines, we're not going to need things like instant healing or even dull pain very often. Now against these guys, maybe, right? Because there's 3 of them and they're all resistant to me. But, yeah, see, that shot came from behind me again. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really weird. I'm going to have to see if it does that on Homecoming at some point. I've never noticed it, though. So, I don't know. These robots. Now these guys, my recollection is, are not resistant to smashing. So they're kind of like clockworks, right? Clockworks are not resistant to smashing, but they are resistant to lethal. Oh my gosh, the miss is driving me nuts. So when playing against these guys as Silver Phoenix, I never thought they were hard at all because they didn't have resistance to my attack mode. But for this character, they do. And it really makes it rough. I mean, it's not a little bit of resistance, right? It's, with the level buff, it's like 60%. That's huge. Like a tanker can't get that until they're really high level. Okay, there's another elevator here. Which means Uberman will be on the next level, but let's see if there's any other techs or anything, if there are any other hostages to find. Doesn't look like it, and this will probably be a blank room also. It's always weird to me that you would lock off a room that's just a square room with a door. Why? There's nothing there. It's like, it's a closet. And you have these double doors protecting it. Oh, there's another elevator there, so that's probably where Uberman will be on the next level, right? Is this the 3rd or the 4th level? Could be 2 more levels, right? Because this is 3rd. Oh, now this room is usually where the boss is. But I don't see any boss in here. I just see the hostages. 1 hostage. And man, a whole bunch of bad guys. Okay, so this is going to be quite a challenge. We'll see how we do. And I'm going to lead these guys over here and just see who's coming. I don't think I've aggroed the whole room. I'm going to hit Hasten to counteract the slow that they're hitting me with. Yeah, I didn't aggro the whole room, I just aggroed 1 spawn, which is fine. I'm gonna placate that guy and then see if we can crit him. Eh. Okay, so these 3 guys didn't see me, which is good. As soon as we hide, we can go assassinate these guys. You see how quickly these powers recharge, so we've got a really nice attack chain going now. And we don't even actually have Eviscerate on recharge yet. And when we get our level 32 power in 3 levels, we will have an amazing attack chain. And this is the next level, I believe, to level 4. So we're going along. We are at least 4/5 of the way done. What's going on here? Okay. Thought I clicked that. And there's Oobleman. Okay. Alright, I'm going to ignore this guy because he's going to take too long to beat up, and we've got to take out Oobleman. Buff ourselves up. Look at that. Took out half his hit points. Let's placate him. Oh, I can't believe I missed with that. And that's with the inspiration going. Well, dull pain. You see that? It's really just against bosses that we need it. Purple boss, down in a couple of hits. And we're going to have a harder time taking out the hoverbot than we did the boss. Which is just ridiculous. Done. Okay. Yeah, and we definitely have endurance problems against bosses like that. So, I definitely am going to want conserve power. And we need to put endurance reducers on things like Eviscerate. And it looks like I'm being ambushed. Or is that another Oobleman? No, it's just an ambush, it looks like. Okay, that takes care of that guy, and then placate, so that we can get an assassin on this thing. Now all of these guys are going to have to be taken out, because presumably either this whole level or at least this room is Oobleman and his guards. It's a little anticlimactic to take him out first and then play around with the lame, you know, generic NPCs, but once we found him, there's no reason not to take him out. Now it's just these guys and whoever else is around this part of the map, and we're good to go. One more. In this spawn, I'm sure there's a couple more guys total. There's guys over there. There are guys, looks like they're guarding an NPC. There might be somebody downstairs too. Let's take a look. So there's nobody down here. Okay, that's good. And we got these guys here. This might be close to the end of it, guys. Not sure. There may be one more spawn in the corner here. Yep, looks like it. Yeah, I know. They're trying to go back in time. Nobody there. So I guess we gotta do this whole level then. Nobody there. There we go. Oh wow, all these guys, okay. Wow, even with 2 damage inspirations running, Assassin's Strike cannot one-shot these guys. Now we'll see if we can murderize this guy. They sound kind of pathetic when you hit them and they go like that. Yeah, see? It's like you hurt him. Feels kind of bad. It's almost like a little animal that you just stabbed or whatever. Whoa, whoa, did somebody just despawn? Did you just see that? It looked like somebody despawned. Oh man, I hope that doesn't mean we're bugged. Oh, oh no, maybe this is him. This is he, I guess. I did touch Ubelman. He's gone. I defeated him. Alright, and again, they're trying to slow me down, so I'm going to counteract that with haste. And now we Stabbity. Come on, Stabbity. There we go. Now there's a galaxy is shooting at me from behind. At least he actually is behind me and the bolts are coming from where he is instead of from behind me when he's in front of me. Oh, and there is a vampire. You're not going to be able to mez me, buddy. Let's just placate you. And assassinate. Okay, so what did I miss? Oh, there's two guys right there. I am kind of glad that they put them on the map. They're a patrol. Aha. So I missed a patrol. And that is it. We have completed it. We got reward merits, so that means we're done with the story arc. We defeated Ubelman and his guards. Alright guys, let's call up our buddy Lori Pennington. And look at that. We're almost halfway to level 30 from 29, and she says, Ubelman is recuperating from the battle, but the prison doctors say his recovery will be short-lived at best. It seems he'd already suffered massive radiation overdose from his trip through time. The doctors give him a year at the outside. It's ironic, even if Ubelman had made it back to the past, he never would have lived to see the future. The letter came. I haven't opened it, but it's addressed to you from Requiem. Requiem, the villain from the 1940s, the one who led the original regime that subsumed. I don't know if it's real. I really hope it's not. But old evils are seldom just disappear, and I thought you might like to meet a friend of mine, Jose Escalante, who is in... Is he inactive right now? Oh, he's in Founders Falls, so we cannot talk to him until level 30 or 31. In the meantime, we're done with Lori Pennington, and we will move on to, I don't know, Christine Lansdale, perhaps, who's also an independent support. But for now, I think we are done. Yeah, this episode has been almost 30 minutes, so that's long enough. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We finished the Ubelman story arc. We're almost level 30. We're going to get a new power. I'm still not sure what. We still haven't needed to use, in almost a level and a half, ever, instant healing, even against +2s. So we're doing really well. This character is awesome. And we will be back with some more City of Heroes in another episode. Until then, I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes.